All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostles and Elders in New York, GMS. Salutations to y'all around well, teaching the truth. Shalom to you, serious Aqua. My name is Maya Kala, Pungata, with Chicago Branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we're not black Hebrew Israelites, alright? Nobody's walking around their skin black like Sarnetta had, right? We're brown skinned people, alright? The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, speckled birds scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. And again, black is not a nationality, all right? It's not a nationality, all right? It is a essence of color, all right? And we are not affiliated with any violent militant terrorist groups. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. All right, and this is right here, Reggie talking about the circumcision with Zion Lex. And then Zion Lex gonna say something about I just gonna let it play, all right? Just show the ignorance, man, all right? All right, but he's supposed to be a scholar and everything, right? Both of them, right?
So having said that, Garfield, everybody looks good boxing when they shadow boxing. But it's only when you get in the ring with somebody that we actually know what that uppercut do, what that right hook do. Get in the ring. Because Garfield only sounds intelligent in a room full of people that's empty. When he's there by himself. All right? Wait, Zion, don't leave. Hey, Zion. Damn. Zion, don't leave.
Go Dr. Reggie. All right. The guy who said we need to go to college and everything. All right.
Don't leave. You came in at the right time. These Hebrew Israelites, right, have been circumcised, right? If they're saying that they're Israelites, right? If they said that they're Israelites, right? Okay, following the law. What happens if you're not circumcised on the first, or you're supposed to be circumcised on the 8th day? If you're not circumcised on the first, on the 8th day, you're supposed to have a ceremony of circumcision, absolutely. I told you, Brother Reggie, you was right about that. You know Zion is going to keep it real. The audience, I told you the people that's going to Brooklyn Hospital in Kings County, I told you that that's not what the Bible talking about.
First of all, we were infants when it happened. We had no choice. Number one, we're on the curses, but we coming out of it every day, according to Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. But we couldn't help that, man. All right, we were little babies, helpless. This guy, man. All right, our nation failed, man. So we had to go to our enemies. All right, then our parents, they was bugged out. Some of them, they didn't know they were Israelites. All right. All right, so it said Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that within thee should get up above thee very high, thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He should be the head, thou shalt be the tail. All right. So Esau, the head of America, with the tail. All right, with the servants. All right, slaves. All right. So all right, we had to go to him. Right, it's Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which your house shall sin against thee, and hunger and a thirst and a naked and a want of all things. Right, we got to go Esau for assurance. Got to go for groceries, clothes. All right, etc., etc. Even if you go to JD out of business, guess what? Jay got to pay. Esau go have different license and stuff to held his business. All right, you got to pay taxes, etc., etc., man. All right. All right, we go in the hospital. We got what? All the hospitals not by on people, it's by Esau. You got some people that got their own hospital, not like Esau got it. All right, so all right, we couldn't help it, man. All right, and there's no scripture said about any second circumcision. All right, there's none of that. All right, just jump to it, man. All right, let me see. All right, so there you go. Genesis 17 and 10. This is my covenant which you should keep between me and you and thy seed after thee, to my Isaac, Jacob, the father, talking about Isaac and Jacob. Right? Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin. It shall be a token of covenant betwixt me and you. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generation, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger, which is not of thy seed. He that is born in the house and he that is bought with thy money must be circumcised. My covenant should be with your flesh for everlasting covenant. All right. The uncircumcised man child, whom the flesh of foreskin is not circumcised, that soul should be cut off from the people. He have broken my covenant. All right. Well, guess what? We gonna be in captivity, man. All right. So we couldn't help it, man. All right. But anyway, and that circumcised is spiritual, because you got what? Circumcise your mind first, man. All right. That circumcision is just a symbolic of circumcising your mind. All right. And this is what Moses say. All right. All right. It says right here, Deuteronomy 12, Deuteronomy 10:15. Only Yahweh had delight in thy fathers to love them. He chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is today. That on Yahweh had delight in thy father to love them. He chose their seed after them, even you above all people, superior to everybody else, as it is this day. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, mean your mind, be no more stiff necked. For Yahweh, your power is powers of power. All right. Let me see. So I want to get this correct. All right. Adwan of the Alahayim. All right. And all right. So right here it says, all right. All right. A great power, a mighty and terrible, which regard not persons nor take reward. All right. Okay. All right. So right here, right. So right here it says, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, be no more stiff necked. All right. So it's spiritual, man. It's also spiritual. All right. Not saying physical circumcision not important, but it's spiritual, man. You gotta change your mind, your state of mind, before you come to this truth, man. All right. There's nothing about and also there's nothing about no second circumcision, man. All right. All right. You will see some examples. All right. There is Jeremiah 4:1. Circumcise yourselves to Yahweh and take away the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my fury come forth like fire and burn that none can quench it because of your evil doings. All right. So you about circumcise your heart, man. There's no second circumcision. You're a grown man. You already circumcised. You gonna pick the what the hell that come from, man? All right. It's something to eat up. Esau made up, Amalek, or somebody built out people made up, man. You ain't gonna find somebody already circumcised getting a penis prick again, man. You're not gonna find that in scriptures anywhere, man. All right, you're not gonna find it in the original Hebrew scriptures. You're not gonna find it in the scriptures that was written in Koine and Greek. All right, you're not gonna find it, man. All right, so this guy's, I don't know where did he get that from, man. All right. All right, so let's continue to play. All right, hold on. All right.
I told you that, Brother Reggie. No, we're talking to the audience. Me and you, we talk all the time, right? All right. And you know, me and you, dialects, we gotta walk through the museum together. We gotta do that at some point. I would love to. Let me ask you a question. In a month or two. Let me ask you a question. No, let me finish. Okay, so you're not circumcised on the 8th day, right? So the circumcision in Kings County and in Jersey and all of that don't count, right? Now what happens after that? What happens after that? What happens after that, Zion? If you do not have what's called a ceremonial circumcision after you've passed the eighth day, then you're not considered part of the covenant. That's the reality. But a lot of Israelites don't know this.
All right, explain that. All right. Anyway, you're not part of the covenant when you disobey your Yahweh. Read that in First Maccabees chapter 1. First. Salak. Read it out loud. How you make your Zion less really your heart, you're not circumcised. Really. Alright. Let me get this. Alright. Let's see. Read this out loud. Alright. First Maccabees. Alright. You're not fooling the truth, man. Alright. This is First Maccabees 1. Starting 11, those days that went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them we had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. All right. Verse 13, then certain people were so forward herein, they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. All right, the gymnasium gym means naked. All right. Anyway, they exercised naked everything and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. All right. All right. So it's about spiritual, man. Yes, it's going to be circumcised, but it's spiritual at the same time. All right. You uncircumcised when you're not in the truth. And Reggie and Zion Les, you're not in the truth, man. Sonetta, you're not in the truth. All right. All right. The colonel that's head of this group that wear dark clothes and shades, you're not in the truth. All right. Ancient Watchman, you're not in the truth. All right. Quanaf, you're not in the truth. Fopi, you're not in the truth. All right. So plain and simple, man. All right.
Because they hold the King James Bible, the white man's book, more than they hold our true source and tradition.
So King James, the white man. First of all, nobody's white like this background, man. All right. All right. The so-called white man has translucent skin, his flesh and blood showing a red color, man. Which shows this guy don't know anything. All right. Number one, King James, and those people that King James get authority that authorized the Bible be translated. The people that did it, those were so-called black people. The original English, Scots, Irish, Welsh were so-called black people. All right, a brown-skinned people of Israelite descent. All right. All right, and that is our book. Those are our ancestors. All right. Because every Israelite then not all Israelites came from West Africa. Right? They got from Europe. All right. Matter of fact, this book right here, Ancient and Modern Britain, Volume 1, talk about David McRitchie. This book was written in, I believe, 1884. All right, 1884 or 1883. Matter of fact, it said the contribution of David McRitchie to Black history is enormous, cannot be disputed. His work inspired such luminaries as Gerard Massey, John Henry Clark. Don't already brag about Dr. Clark. Godfrey Higgins, to name a few, in quest to expose the age-long conspiracy to hide and, in many cases, distort the contribution of blacks in science and inventions. African Tree Press published 2 volumes of Ritchie's works of proof that blacks were adventurous and discovered while others were still barbarians. All right. And the paramount importance that such inequities and portrayal of last and time of early blacks been removed, the core of those works brought to the German public for their scientific merit. Racism and the dictates of Jim Crow laws practiced in the past should not continue to dominate the academic research and interrogate a race of men now rejected from society for their sable skin, frizzled hair, who founded on the study of laws and natures, though even religious principle will still govern today, shall be honored and celebrate Dr. Sansi. All right. All right. So he talking about us, man. What did Esau do, man? He lied. He lied, said what the so-called Negroes are a bunch of tree monkeys. All right, bunch of yard apes that didn't bring anything, All right, industrial betrayal, man. All right, it said Revelation 20, he should go around gonna deceive the world. All right, matter of fact, let's see Psalms. Keep it simple. Psalms 58:3. All right, what did Esau like to say? Oh, that was us. We're the original Scots, the British, everything. We were King Richard Lionheart, etc. No, that's not you. That's us. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are strange from the womb. They are go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. All right. And what's the lie that they are the original British Scots? But they're not. They are the original British, the original Scots, English and Irish. Welsh, they not, man. All right. And then these people, this book inspired the people that Reggie look up to. Dr. Clark, I believe John Lance also look up to. But here, let's go right here, page 265. To show that King James people were so-called black people. It was like melanated people, brown-skinned people. All right, it said the Scots, ancient, and the word Scottical, but the Scotos means dark. All right, it said the Scots and ancient Scoto, now in Ireland, having spread themselves over the greater part of that province of our country, which has now become known by the name, and the earlier Mari of Scotland had been seated in the territory for a long period. Then the swarthy comrades of the southwest, a later flood of Negret Gentile dove Gales or black foreigners have invaded and ruled over the large portion of northern and western Scotland. All right. Okay, this is page 265 of the book, HMR Brennan, Volume 1. 266. Let me read the continuing page 2. All right. Or in other instances where the first record of black race cannot be traced beyond the date of Daniel Vade, that race maybe has sprung from black Danish or the kindred stock. The 10th century Kenneth King of Alban, who was known as Dub Nigger or Dub Nigger or the black scene, however, had been a Scot, according his swarthy complexion was quite in keeping with his supposed descent from him. Maybe assumed those murmurs of Fife Salah of Fife Salah, if I mispronounced this. Fife, who came to bear the name Macduff, also descend from. Right? Macduff means son of black, means melanated people, man. All right. All right, matter of fact, I'm gonna read that. It says, so it seemed Duff was from swarthy or black color, those tribe or clan of Macduff. All right, so it's King James people. All right, read some more about them. All right, let me get this. Right here, it says right here, page 203. The first avid gypsies in Scotland furthered the wild black Irishman of Queen Elizabeth reign. Queen Elizabeth, so-called black woman herself. All right, with his plaited hair, swarthy skin, his fin-led haunts were virtually a gypsy, and his island was mother country of the Scots. All right, the speech of the Scots of Gaelic was several pictorial more were Picts, gypsies, whereas Boers and gypsies were Picts. All the names sequent the same people. Indeed, Scots were gypsies. Right, these just means talking about gypsies, talking about basically swarthy people, man, or so-called black people. All right, that's what it's talking about, man. All right, page 161, it says, but the traces of our black ancestors are visible. This is me, Richie talk. Existence in 100 surnames. Some do know complexion, others do so, but indirectly. The first class include great many. There are clans of Rory, Douglas, spelt Dubgale or Black Stranger, their own genealogy. There are all varieties of Dub, Black, such as Duff, Dow, Macduff, and others. There are Duns, Cars, Darks, with equivalent Duns, Brown, Grays, and Blacks. All these are color names showing a black or tawny mean like brown leather, like a dark brown leather suitcase or light brown. All right. So there you go, man. All right. There's no hiding this information. Phrase continue on page 62. Douglas literally mean black swarthy, and of that of murder his and it, with his kindred forms of more but these are only where the original name did not signify the Moriva, whether in Latin or Gallic. All right. All right. So it's King James people. All right. And you go back to this. All right, page 189. Nor is anything strange the statement that many Gallic words are of Jewish and Phoenician kindred. They come from Lashon Gadash Hebrew, since both of the nations are sent to traders to our coast. All right, so Jake and Canaanites, right? Let's come to the islands, all right? It says the Jews, the Phoenicians, the Chaldeans are all stated to visit our islands at various periods. Perhaps to colonize them. It is the light of one school of Gallic writers to discover many affinities between Hebrew and Gallic tongues. Surely to mere layman, the resemblance seems distant. Mistaken the Irish name for golden guarded Jews. What's that? Fardon Moraine is identical to the Chaldean name for Urim and Thummim. All right. It says when Martin visited the island of St. Kilda last century, he made a statement that the ancient Hebrew measure of omer and cubit continues to be used in this island. All right. And whatever fact may be worth, the emblem known as Solomon's Seal had been found by Scottish antiquaries upon many a sculpted stone. All right. Solomon's Seal talking about that shield of David. All right. That 6-point star was the answers they did wear it. All right. I know me and Jason don't deal with it, I don't deal with it, But our ancestors, they did wear it, man. All right. You can find that one on ancient coins. I ain't going to Jerusalem, all right? Let's see what else I have here. All right, I already brought that out. All right. So this right here. All right, this is the book, I believe, let's see, this is the Highlanders. All right, this is, let me get the page. All right. Trying to figure out what page is this, get the right page for it. All right, Salak. I got a lot of things, my man. I was just taking pictures, trying to. Matter of fact, I took the pictures this morning. All right. Matter of fact, yeah, this is page 41 in the book on the Negro Question, part 6, the 13 Black Colonies. The original 13 colonies founded by Jake. Our people right here, you see the Highlander, bronze shrine, 11th to 12th century. You see the Galdre, you see the fringes. And I think you can see they're Negroes, man. So-called Negroes, so-called black, man. These are our ancestors, man. This who Reggie don't want you to know about, man. All right, do this on bias. In Scots, matter of fact, this page 42. It said James H. Anderson, the author of Riddles of Prehistoric Times, 1911, page 57. It says right here, the Iberians in ancient times inhabited the western and southern part of Europe. All right, the northern part of Africa, and in fact, all parts reach from the Mediterranean Sea, the Basque, in Spain, in France, that little dark Welsh, and the Scotch, the Black Celts to the west of the Shannon River in Ireland, as well as the same kind of men in Brittany. Right, that's what King James ancestors come from Brittany. All right, you had Celtic people living there. The Celts were so-called black men, Israelites. And in Aquitaine in France, the Guanches of Canary Islands, and the Berbers in Africa, all probably remnants of the race. All right. And the Berbers, yeah, there's like some Berbers in Africa. All right. All right. So, this guy, this is right here from him. He telling you, man, what these people look like, what King James people look like, man. All right. All right. So let me get this. This is the McLeods from Highlanders. These are two ships manufactured. At least what this McLeods look like. You can see right here. Right, they got the fringes on the priests or fringes. You see these so-called Negroes. All right. If I read this list, the chips manifest the eyewitness of former English Secret Service agent John Mackey, page 163. The blackness, all right, some of the melanated brown skin, original found 13 color. Who are you going to believe? Don't believe me, believe the eyewitness and the artifacts. All right. Okay, this is the records of the prisoners, all right, the slaves that came over to the Americas from Scotland. All right, you saw the name McIntosh, Angus McIntosh, black, mean dark brown. All right, that's what it means to talk about black, like Wesley Snipes. McIntosh brown, McPherson black, McLeod brown, Morgan brown, McGillis black, McDougall black, McDonald black, Renard brown, Nicole brown, Nelson swarty black, Lackey black, Bain swarty black, McGillis black, Stewart brown, Thompson black, Chambers tall black, Kennedy Rudy brown. All right, I mean just like a little brown pit. Nice color, that reddish brown horse. All right, McFarlane. All right, Rudy black. All right, probably like a dark Rudy color. All right, Rob, dark Rudy color. All right, Rob Brown, Dunbar. My baby got high school in Chicago called Dunbar. Dark complexion, top brown, troop dark. All right, it says right here, the ship's manifest described the Highlander McLeod Stewart as being black, was consistent with Boyd, Doc, and verbal Magna Artifacts. So we are having trifecta order 3. We are eyewitness. Professor Boyd Doc, we had untampered images, black Scots, a description of the Scots ship. Matter of fact, you still don't believe me. All right, so this is what King James people look like. All right, the Scots. This is from the Negro Question 6, Black Colony by Lee Cummings, man. All right, you go second page. George Samuel. All right, yeah, there's like 18 Brown, James Donald 20 Brown, Andrew Matthew. All right, dark complexion. I'm looking into the Matthews. All right, it says right here Jackson Brown Lusty, Donald McDonald Swarty, Ross Rudy, Duncan Campbell, dark complexion, Cunningham, black sturdy. All these names familiar, man. I know Jake's these same names, man. That I grew up with. McPhee, black lusty, Dingwell Brown, Bowie, Nut Brown. You got here in Chicago, got Bowie. All right, but you don't teach a name. Duncan Orr Brown, Reed Brown, Hume, right? Black. That's his profession. Black man. Richard Prater, dark brown. All right, so right here it said Jacobite. And there's a Jacobite gleaned from the state manuscript, page 48. Arthur J. McBeth Ford's Harvard College Library. All right, we're ready, so we need to go to universities. all right. It said these ships manifest plus the eyewitness account of former English Secret Service agent John Mackey, page 187. It's the only 2 documents that scene that gives a physical description of the princes, noblemen, barons of Scotland. I know you find this hard to believe, but have a great witness in this. Come and see. All right. Now, that convict ship diverting political prisoners continue. All right. This is what they bring it to the Americas and to the Caribbean islands, man. All right. So Zion Lex, Dr. Regiment, you got a lot to explain, man. Right here. All right, and this is right here, I believe in, trying to figure out which book it is. All right, yeah, this is page 43, the same book. All right. Matter of fact, it says children's woolen hood with fringes. And the fringes, what command you get the fringes? In Numbers 15:38 and Deuteronomy 22 and 12. All right, it says right here, image location 6th century, Scarborough Orkneys, National Museum of Scotland. This artifact from Scotland Museum comes to us from the 6th century. It is evident that the Scots knew that they were Israelites because they had fringes on all their clothing. In the book of Numbers 15:38-41, Yahweh will tell the Israelites to make fringes at the bottom of their garments so they remember to keep his commandment. The reason we had never heard is these professors seen the image are simple. We have been given a watered down version of history, like Psalms 58:3. The real history of the world has been hidden in Royal Library, National Museums, or in private collections. I bet Dr. Reggie, you didn't see that. Well, you probably seen it, just ignored it. All right, this is the National Museum of Scotland. And Jake was ruling the 6th century, man. All right, Jake was ruling during that time, man. All right. So, Reggie, you got a lot of explaining to do, man. You got a lot of explaining to do, man. So, you know, and then you just easy, man. Just type in King James. Watch this. King James for black. You just put that in. I didn't mean to put that in, but all right, hold on. Oh no, thanks. All right. Anyway. All right, and Shabbat Shalom. All right. It's a Shabbat. All right. So you could clearly see King James was so-called black man. All right. Use his pictures right here. Clearly see that it's a so-called black man. All right, it's like, man, you can see over they kind of mess with it, tinker with it and stuff with you, trying to have Negroid features. All right. Now watch this. Compare it to this picture, right? Compare this to this. Which they destroy, man. They you know what they call whitewash, iconoclasm, right? They destroyed the original images, man. You could clearly see this. There's a difference, man. It's a big difference. All right, between this right here and this, right? That, not this. Get that out of there, man. Get that guy out of here, man. All right, you can clearly see it's a bit different between this right here, all right, that right there, and this right here. All right, so you know King James and his people, man, they was a dark melanated people. But here go King James' father. All right, it was you darker than that. All right, like I say, he's all mess with stuff, man. All right, all right. Cause you look up him, they'll show him a so-called white man. All right, and this is what they do, man. They break the images of our ancestors, tell lies in the schools and everything, man. All right, but King James and the Scots, original Irish, all them were melanated people, brown-skinned people. All right, there's no scripture in this. There's no scripture in the Bible, or there's no scripture in the Tanakh that tell you a man got to be circumcised second time. You got to prick his penis second time in order to be accepted, man. All right, you got to circumcise your mind. All right, and that's physical circumcision. That is symbolic of you renewing your mind, being reborn again. All right, come back to your Israelite state of mind, man. So, you know, I hope y'all been edified. All right, and you know, shalom. All right.